Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Magic Duels Origins. So for today's episode, I'm going to be playing with a red-blue Thopter artifact deck. So this is not too bad a hand, so I got a Chief for the Foundry and a Whirler Rogue, so got a nice little bit of artifact synergy going on already. So yeah, this is a Thopter deck, so we're going to be looking to swarm the board with tons and tons of little Thopter creatures and basically overwhelm the opponent. The one card that we're really looking out for is Thopter Spy Network, so that's going to allow us to essentially get a free Thopter down every turn. Got the two, I've basically got the two that you can unlock in the deck, which is pretty cool. So this deck is almost complete in terms of like cards, and I'm in a really bad situation here as he's come out the blocks like super duper fast and is potentially going to aggro me down before I can even get any kind of Thopters out, because I've just not got any of my Thopters down like in any kind of due course. We will get a Chief of the Foundry down next turn, but it's not going to help us out at all against either of these flying creatures, so we're basically just going to have to weather the storm for the first couple of turns until we can get the Whirler Rogue down, in which case we'll then get two Thopters down because of the Chief of the Foundry, giving each of our artifacts +1/+1. Okay, so we're going to take 3 damage here, and then 3 damage the next turn at the moment, depending on what he plays. Okay, so we're down to 16, which is not particularly fun, but hopefully we can go for the late game here. Oh, we do have a Perilous Mirror, which is also pretty good. So I'm going to play my Sulphur Falls here, and then probably play down. I should have played the Guildgate there. That was a huge mistake. I am not thinking, because I now can't play Whirler Rogue next turn, so let's just play Chief of the Foundry. Hopefully we draw into a blue mana. If not, I'm going to be potentially quite screwed here because I wasn't thinking straight. We also have 2 out of the 3 Foundry of the Consoles, which I have unlocked in the deck, so basically if we can get to 5 other mana, we can sacrifice it and get more Thopters down as well. Okay, this is not fun, because basically now we've got the Dark Slick Drake coming down. Yeah, I should have played the Guildgate ages ago, but I wasn't really thinking. So we do take another 3 damage here. And go down to 13, so I think this may be a loss for this first game, as I'm just not come out of the blocks fast enough and not been able to deal with these blue-white flyers swarming all over the board. What the hell's going on here? And he's been replaced by the AI. Okay. Not sure I understand that, but hey-ho. At least we get ourselves down a 2/2 Thopter now. So I'm assuming he's probably got disconnected. So I can probably attach this artifact to my Thopter here. Do I swing in here? It's kind of tempting, but I'm probably just going to skip attack for now. Save it as a blocker against his 1/1 so we don't take too much damage. So he's only going to swing with the 2/1. Okay, so we'll probably skip blocking there. That's fine. So I'm assuming he probably got disconnected, which is why we're only playing the AI. I've never noticed a little kind of swirly thing to denote whose turn it is. It's interesting. Ah, very nice. We've got ourselves an island here, so we can actually play the Whirler Rogue this turn, which is pretty cool. So do I swing in with this 2/2? Because it's going to get pumped up to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 7. That's pretty terrifying, so I'm probably going to do that. Either force him to block with something, because it's going to be a huge creature, yeah, so he's potentially going to want to block that because of the Sigil of Valor, which goes very well with this swarmy deck where you've got lots of creatures coming in the other direction. Okay, so he's not decided to block there. Okay. So he's going to hit continue for now and then see what he does. Maybe that's to denote that it's now an AI opponent rather than a... Oh my god. Sigil of Valor? Divine Favour even? You've got to be joking. And this thing gets pumped up as well. So what am I down to? Let me try and figure this out. 2, 4, 6, 10. So I can survive this, providing he's got nothing else. Let's chump block the 4/4 just to be on the safe side. And let's see what we get. Another island. So I'm going to play the Artificer's Epiphany here. So we get a couple of perilous mirrors, so nothing particularly useful. I think we might be dead here. So I'm only going to be able to swing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another 7 damage basically. So yeah, we basically got quite a few pieces of our puzzle that we needed to kind of like in terms of our win cons down, but unfortunately it just wasn't quite enough. So I think this is going to be a concede, and we'll move on to game number 2. Okay guys, here we are for game number 2, and this looks like a pretty good opening hand, so I'm probably going to keep that. We've got the 3 mana which we need to pretty much play whatever the hell we want. So start off with the Solve for Fulls. We've got an Artificer's Epiphany to draw some cards. We've got a Whirler Rogue and a Reclusive Artificer for our artifact synergy later on as well. And then we've got a Perilous Mirror to prevent any kind of early aggression, which is pretty good. Very nice. We've got more mana, which is always nice to see. So I think next turn is probably going to be Artificer's Epiphany, unless we get any kind of like Thopter generating cards down. So we can potentially draw into some of our good cards. Okay, so he's played his own Perilous Mirror. Fair enough. So we won't be doing anything this turn. We do have the Twin Bolt for later on. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to make the final cut, but it is fairly useful at times. So we're probably not going to swing here. And then I'm just going to go through to his turn. So we've got the Artificer's Epiphany to use during his turn. So we basically, while we've got an artifact on the board, we get to draw 2 cards, and if we didn't, we'd have to discard a card. So okay, so we're going to play the Artificer's Epiphany now. So we get to draw 2 cards. We've got the Giripur Ether Grid, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the damage to the Perilous Mirror. So he's probably going to do 2 damage to my face, which is fine by me. The longer this game goes on, the better it's going to be for me, because I'm assuming if this is mono red, he's probably going to be fairly aggressive. So we're basically going to get the Whirler Rogue down this turn. Going to get 2 1/1 Thopter tokens down, and he's already used a Twin Bolt up, so more for him. So we're just going to go through to our end step. So we do have Twin Bolts to deal with any of his aggression, which is quite nice. And then we've also got a Reclusive Artificer to... Okay, so maybe it's not mono red then. So we've got a Flaring Flame Kiln, which gets +2/+2 and has Trample as long as Flame Kiln is enchanted. Okay, so if he enchants it, he basically gets to pump that up. Which is fair enough. Okay, so we're going to play out Izzet Guildgate here. I'm probably going to play my Reclusive Artificer now, just so I can take out this 2/2 before he can enchant it with anything. And then I also get to swing in with it as well, which is quite nice. So we may as well swing with everything here. Just go full on aggression. This is the whole reason for this deck in the first place. It is quite an aggressive deck if you can get the correct pieces down. So we've done a pretty good amount of damage there, 6 damage straight away. And he's only got the ability to do 2 damage at the moment, and we've got more tokens underway. The Giripur Ether Grid is pretty spectacular as well, as we can tap Thopters and other artifacts, and then just deal damage, 1 damage wherever we please, which is always nice. He's played himself a Gravedigger. Okay, I guess he's going to bring back his Kiln Fiend, or maybe even a Perilous Mirror. Nope, he's brought back his Kiln Fiend thing. So I guess he's going to swing with the 1/2, or not, potentially. Let's see what he does. He's got no mana open, so he's not going to swing, which is fairly good for us. Okay, we've got 2 Aeronaut Tinkerers, which is good for swinging in the air. So I'm probably going to swing with the 2 Thopters here, then play the Aspiring Aeronaut this turn. Gets us another Thopter and a Flyer on the board, which is always good. And we do 2 more damage as well. Why would you leave damage effects on? Seriously? It's very frustrating. So we generate more Thopters here. There we go. We do have blockers for these 2 as well, which is a good thing. And then we've got a Twin Bolt potentially for next turn to deal with that Kiln Fiend thing, because I'm guessing he probably can't play it and enchant it on the same turn. Come on, Glorfindel 811. Glorfindel? That's a Lord of the Rings reference, surely. Hurry up, mate, we ain't got all day. Clearly can't decide what he wants to do. I don't envy him here. Yeah, I don't think there's any one mana black enchantments in this particular deck, so I'm not too scared about that this turn. Okay, excellent. We've got ourselves a Foundry of the Consoles. We can use that next turn to generate 2 more Thopters, which is pretty good. We'll swing with all our flyers here. And then what I might do is nuke his flaring. I might leave it open and then see if he tries to enchant it and then Twin Bolt on top of that. Would be pretty good. So, again, we're watching damage effects here. So I want to make sure that I leave open at least 1 red mana here for the Twin Bolt. And we're going to play one of our Aeronaut Tinkerers, which comes down as a 2/3 flyer, which is pretty awesome. So if he tries to enchant that, I'm then going to Twin Bolt it, and then he's going to have wasted an enchantment as well. So I didn't want to Twin Bolt it this turn, because I can potentially make him waste, two spells, so that's 2 for the price of 1 there. Because mine's on top of the stack, that fizzles, and he wastes the enchantment, so that's why I wanted to leave the Twin Bolt till then. Gotta play at least reasonably smart. You know, I am learning, guys. I may not be the best Magic player, but at least I like to think I'm fairly competent. So how much damage have we got on the board here? We've got 1... So this turn we're going to have... Ooh, we've got a Gyropa Gearcrafter, but so in terms of flying damage we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not the best, but we should have lethal next turn, which is pretty sweet. There we go. So swing with all of these. There we go. Going down to 2. I mean, I could play the Gyropa Ether Grid, and then that would be pretty much game over next turn. So I'm actually going to play that this turn. So I can tap enchantments, artifacts even, and win that way. So yeah, the pieces of the puzzle really came together this game. Plus, I'm not entirely sure what his game plan was with this deck. It seems quite haphazard, but then again, he's down at rank 2. Although I'm not much better at rank 7, but I just don't have enough time to play. And he's been replaced by the AI because he's realised that he's now dead. So that's pretty cool. Sorry about the Steam pop-ups. I realised I haven't turned them off. So he's going to go down to 4 health here. He's fine, but he's going to go up to 4 health. Sorry, here I go down to 15. But yeah, I think that's game over here. So I can actually block that Accursed Spirit with my artifact, which is kind of funny. And we've got another Foundry of the Consoles as well. We're just going to swing for lethal here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and that one. There we go. So this should be lethal. And the end of game number 2. So I'll see you in a sec for game number 3. Okay, so for game number 3, we're playing Mr. Toy Soldier here. And this is a good opening hand. We've got the mana we need. We've got some. We're curving out quite nicely. We've got turns 2, 3, and 4 to play. So let's start with the Guildgate this time. So we actually, get it in play straight away, and don't have to worry about playing it later on. So, like I said, this is curving out rather nicely. Perilous Mare, followed by the Aeronaut Tinker, followed by the Whirler Rogue, which is pretty good. Ooh, and we've even got the Gyropa Gearcraft to play as well. But obviously, we want to start off with the Perilous Mare. Nice solid card, works perfectly well and works very well in artifact decks, so looking good. So we're playing a red-green deck at the moment. I'm guessing it's probably going to be some kind of red-green ramp. So we probably want to try and aggro him down ASAP with lots of little flyers. Okay, so very nice. We've got Twin Bolt as well. So what I probably want to do is go for the Gyropa Gearcrafter. I'll skip attack there. There's no point swinging right now. May as well save this as a blocker for potentially bigger creatures. And save the attacking for my Thopters. My card which pumps up all my artifacts would be quite nice at some point. And this is Pilgrimage, so yeah, this is definitely a red-green ramp deck. So this could be interesting. I don't know who's going to win this one. If I can get enough aggression down, early on, I could be looking pretty good, but we'll see how it goes. Very nice. We've even got an Aspiring Aeronaut, but so we're going lots and lots of Thopters down. We'll just swing him with the 1 for now, and then we'll get the Whirler Rogue down. So we generate 2 more. And the Aspiring Aeronaut. Probably the Aeronaut Tinker is going to be the one played last now. So we're looking pretty good here. We've got 3 Thopters down already. Lots of aggression. Let's take on the ramp deck. So another Nissa's Pilgrimage, so he's looking for more land. Obviously. Wow, he's ramped up pretty fast. And another Gate Creeper Vine for even more ramp. Not another Gate Creeper Vine, but a Gate Creeper Vine for another lot of ramp. That's what I meant to say. My brain is not working tonight. It's getting late. I also apologise if this comes out on Saturday morning. Basically, I've been away all week and I've not had time to record, and got back and just found that... so I'm probably going to twin bolt the 1-1 there, just so I can safely swing in with everything. So swinging with everything here, block the 1-1, twin bolt the 1-1. So even if he blocks with the 0-2 against one of my smaller creatures, I mean, I could twin bolt that one as well, to be fair, but I'm going to just kill it with one of my creatures. There we go. So we push through a hell of a lot of damage that turn, which is good. See what my opponent plays this turn. So we've got a good aggression on the board, so we should be able to... He's basically on a 4-turn timer at the moment. Another Nissa's Pilgrimage. Wow, he's had 3 of them. That's like an insane amount of ramp. Good for him, good for him. Okay, so he's not got anything to play this turn. Which is good for me, because that means I can just aggro him down faster. And he's got to discard a card as well. So one of his manas. Nice, we've even got a second Aspiring Aeronaut. So, again, we can just go hog wild here, swing with everything. This should take him down very, very low here. He's got to be pretty nervous at this point. Because he's down to 4, and we've got 4 Thopters on the board now, so whatever he plays, it better be good. I doubt he can do 20 damage to me this turn and then survive 4 damage next turn. Or he has to survive 5 damage in the air at least. Nissa's not going to help him somehow. Okay, so he's got a forest, and he's got a Chandra's Ignition. Oh, wow. Oh, we've got the Twin Bolt. Yes! Thank God for that. So, unless he can suddenly gain 2 health, or gain 1 health, he's dead. And I don't think Chandra does that for him, so... Oh, he got Fog? Oh no, but he's tapped... Oh no, he's got 1 green mana though, hasn't he? You nasty man. Was that combat damage or was that all damage? I can never remember. Right, this could be interesting. Right, I'm gonna have to just play this out here. I'm gonna have to go for the Aspiring Aeronaut, and then hope that he fogs at some point, because I know that he's got a fog open, and I'm fairly sure that fog prevents all damage in a turn. So because he had the 1 green mana left open, I couldn't twin bolt. So he's looking for cards. So he's got a Zendikar's Royal. So I know he's got this fog in his hand. So there's Zendikar's Royal. Okay, so he now gets a green token creature on the battlefield for every mana he plays. Okay, so that goes to end step. So we swing with these 2. He fogs, I'm assuming. Yep, here comes the fog. So prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Okay, does that not include Twin Bolt then? I've got to try this because so that's just combat damage. So 1-2. Oh, thank God for that. Twin Bolt works. Oh, right. Okay, so it's just combat damage. Right. So I could have won sooner. I might do a 4th game quick. So I will see you guys in a second. Okay guys, here we are for a 4th and final game. I just tried to play 1 game and just got completely mana screwed, and this hand is perfect. 3 mana is what I want to see basically, with a Perilous Mia, Ghirapur Gearcrafter, and potentially Kiran Nalaar and a Whirler Rogue to come by turn 4. So this is a good hand. Yeah, last game I started off with like a 5 mana hand, mulliganed down to 2 mana, thought I could get away with it, didn't draw any mana in the first 4 turns, so just had to just concede and sack it off, and I was like, this is not going to make a good video for the episode, so I just kind of like, I just cut it. So start with the Foundry of the Consoles just to really freak out my opponent, just so he doesn't know what kind of deck we're playing, because this could be in a lot of different decks. It's just quite a utility card, just that ability to produce the Thopters later on. So we've got red-green again, playing Fred the Sage. He's got himself an Ember Hauler, interesting. Okay, so I think we should go for, let's go for the Mountain this turn, and then the Perilous Mere. So we've got ourselves a Reclusive Artificer as well, which could be useful later on. Yeah, we'd like that 4th mana fairly soon. I mean, the Ghirapur Gearcrafter is going to be nice, but yeah, the 4th mana for the... So we could do the dual land, really, to play either the Whirler Rogue or the Piran Kirin. Okay, so we're looking at Goblins, but with green, which is bizarre. I've played some really odd decks tonight, and we've also got a Perilous Mere. Okay, I'm a little bit confused about where this guy's going with his deck. What the hell do I know? Okay, so he's done nothing there. Interesting. Okay, so we're still looking for that 4th mana. We can play the Aeronaut Tinkerer next turn, though. I'm just going to skip attack here. Play the Ghirapur Gearcrafter, I think. Spawn ourselves a Thopter. There we go. Very nice. Looking good. This is potentially vulnerable, but hey ho, we'll see how it goes. We do have more Thopters to be generated later on, providing we draw into that 4th mana fairly promptly. So I could do one of my dual lands of any type, really. I've got 6 in the deck, so we'll see how it goes. This looks like it should be an aggressive deck, but he's not being that aggressive. So I doubt he's going to swing here because, I don't know, he might just decide to swing because I don't know what I'd block with here, even if he did swing. Let's see what he does. He can't make up his mind, of course he can't. Nope, he decided to do nothing. And he's got a Kurd Chieftain. Okay, interesting. Which is a 4/4 at this stage in the game because he controls a green mana. There we go. We actually got ourselves a Foundry of the Consoles, which basically means that we can't actually play either our Whirler Rogue or our Piran and Kirin Nalaar, which is kind of annoying. But I'm probably going to play my Sigil of Valor here. Reason being is that this can almost then deal the damage required to get rid of that 4/4. Now, I don't think I'm going to attack here. Yeah, I could do with one more artifact, basically, to... it's kind of frustrating. I could do with one more mana now of either colour to just get these couple of more artifacts down. No, not artifacts, Thopters down from either of these two. And then we're basically laughing. So, we're like 1 card short of... Oh god, Enthralling Victor. That's not good. What's he going to kill? What's he going to take? Guessing it's going to be my Perilous Mere? Yep, Perilous Mere. At least I can kill that next turn and get my Perilous Mere back, which is quite nice. With the Reclusive Artificer, of course. He's just swinging with everything. Wow, that's kind of terrifying. He's not swinging that one, though. Okay, so how much damage am I taking here? 7? I'm just going to have to skip blocking for now. So is he tapped out? I can't remember. This one is particularly terrifying. It's rather annoying that he's just got that down. It's kind of like a great little card. It's just insanely cheap and really powerful. It's just like just out of the range of a lot of removal. Okay, so we've got the Izzet Guildgate coming down, which is good because next turn that basically then means we can play either of these two, which is pretty sweet. So I think I'm going to play the Aeronaut Tinkerer this turn. Yeah, I forgot I get this back at the end of the turn, which is quite cool. Can I equip that? I can equip that, which is quite nice. So I could actually equip this to, say for example, my 1/1 here. And actually deal some damage to him. Deal 5 damage back. There we go. Oh no, 4 damage, sorry, because I get 3 plus 3 from all my other creatures. Right, yeah. That makes more sense. And he's, of course, you know, got damage effects on because he's a scrub. Ugh. So I'm wondering what he's going to do this turn, whether he's going to swing or not. He's got the Ember Hauler to potentially screw me over. Can block a reasonable amount here. So I'm wondering what he's going to do. I'm assuming he might swing with the 4/4. He's just swinging with everything. Okay. Interesting. So I might block you. And do I block... what do I block here? I mean, I could block that and then kill it with the Perilous Mere. So I could block you with you. Or do I kill you off with the Perilous Mere? Or do I double block you and you? And that takes a lot out of him. So I could like block you and then potentially block, say for example, you. And then also kill off that. So yeah. One of these won't survive because he's going to deal 4 damage across the board. So what's he got? Oh god, no, not Pump Up. I've completely forgotten about that. Oh no, what have I done? I've forgotten about this thing's special ability. Oh no! Oh god, what have I done? That was horrible. Okay, so that goes to a 6/6. Okay, that's not too bad then. I'm down to 5 though. And that gets Trample, which is annoying. Wow, that was fairly devastating there. I don't think I'm going to win here somehow. Oh, why do you have to have damage effects on? You scrub lord. Why do you have to have such a frustrating deck as well? Why did I have to get mana screwed? Okay, I'm pretty much dead here because he can deal 2 damage to my face. I'm going to have to get rid of that 6/2. Like so. Reclusive Artificer could potentially come down, although I do have the Whirler Rogue instead, which I think I'm going to have to play just to give me some chump blockers here. Just to keep me in the game, I think. Because I could potentially... I think he's just going to win outright next turn. So you can potentially sacrifice the Ember Hauler. Yeah, I think I'm like kind of in a whole world of pain here. It's just like too little too late basically. I needed like more chump blockers down sooner to like activate my Reclusive Artificer on that Curd Chieftain. And he's got a Traitorous Impact. Of course he's got a Traitorous Impact. Why would he not? Okay, let's go have a quick look at the deck. Okay guys, let's take a quick look at the deck to round off the episode. So we've got Perilous Meres, because they're artifacts and they synergize up well with everything else artifacty. Sigil of Valor, this works really well if you've got lots and lots of Thopters down to basically swing in and do lots of damage to the face. Twin Bolt for some cheap removal of something that might potentially be in the way of the Thopters. Chief of the Foundry, so I can pump up all of my Thopters and my Perilous Meres, which is quite nice. Aeronaut Tinkerer, so it becomes flying when there's an artifact on the board. Thopter Engineer, this is really what you want to see. This gives all Thopters haste, and which is pretty awesome, and generates a Thopter itself. Giripa Gearcrafter, just another Thopter generating token on the same line as Thopter Engineer. Giripa Ethergrid, fairly useful. You can basically tap your Thopters and deal 1 damage to target creature or player. Artificer's Epiphany, which basically allows you to draw 2 cards, and you don't have to discard if you control an artifact, which is pretty much a guarantee in this deck. Whirler Rogue, a great 4-drop which generates 2 Thopter tokens. Aspiring Aeronaut, a flying creature in itself, which then generates its own Thopter creature. Pia and Kiran Nalar, missing the second one of these at the moment, so it's a legendary creature, so you can only have one on the board at any one time, but it generates 2 Thopters, and then you can actually sacrifice one of them to deal 2 damage to target creature or player. Reclusive Artificer, great card, can basically drop it as a huge bomb and basically just nuke a big creature which is may have like an attack or toughness equal to the number of artifacts you control. And then Thopter Spy Network. Unfortunately didn't see this come up today, but this is a great card. If you can get this down on turn 4, you're getting a free Thopter every turn, which is just pure insanity. And then every time an artifact deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card as well. So this is the real best card in the deck, but unfortunately we didn't see it come up today. In terms of the mana base, because we're fairly equal, we've got pretty much identical numbers of islands and mountains. We've got all the Sulphur Falls and the Izzet Guild Gates, and then 2 of the 3 Foundry of the consoles, basically because I'm missing one at the moment. So let's go and open a pack just to round off the episode. I was hoping to win that last one just so we could actually open 2 packs, but it's fine, it's fine. So we're going to get something good. Another Aspiring Aeronaut, very nice. And that's about all the good stuff here. Okay, so that's the end of the episode for now. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you've enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.